90-Day Fiancé. Pedro flashes his butt at Sophie during beach date, exclusive clip. Extra has an exclusive sneak peek from 90-Day. The Single Life, as Sophie and Pedro enjoy a flirty beach date in the Dominican Republic. During their date, Sophie asks Pedro to flash his butt, which he does. He blurts, "A Dominican butt." When Pedro asks if Sophie likes what she sees, she says, "It's a nice one." They laugh, with Sophie adding, "But crack on the beach." In a confession Sophie shares, "This is the side of Pedro that I like. When he's just fun, nice and silly and we're laughing. If he just puts the seriousness of wanting a relationship, all that aside, and just gets to know me. This is how I build attraction." Tune in Monday, March 18th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time/Pacific Time on TLC. 90-Day Fiancé's Michael Ilisamy posts celebration video after divorce from Angela Deem. It's official. One of the most notable 90-Day Fiancé couples has joined the list of duos who split after marriage. Angela Deem and Michael Ilisamy are officially divorced, and while I'm sure many fans are thrilled about that news, I'm not sure anyone is as excited as Michael himself. After a saga that involved everything from Angela destroying his car to him fleeing the house in fear for his life, Michael was all smiles on Instagram following his latest court date. Fortunately, he was willing to share the moment with others and confirm the details of the agreement. Michael celebrated after his and Angela's divorce was finalized. Under normal circumstances, some might find a celebration video crass or even tacky in the wake of divorce. That said, Angela and Michael never had children like he wanted, and 90-Day Fiancé fans know the end of this relationship has been a struggle for both to endure. Given that, I don't think anyone is surprised to see Michael is all smiles while talking about this long-awaited day that's nearly 2 years in the making. As for Angela, she did not post a video celebrating the resolution, but I'm not too surprised. She noted a long time ago that she's put Michael behind her, though that may be because of the latest rulings tied to their divorce, the reported details of Michael and Angela's divorce. There's no word on whether Michael or Angela will appear on 90-Day Fiancé during the 2026 TV schedule. Even if they do, though, I'm not sure how much viewers will learn about their previous marriage. Shaboodi posted the details of the divorce, which were reshared by Michael. They are barred from making false statements against each other. Each party will maintain their own debts, assets, retirement, and cars. No alimony will be paid. While Angela hasn't posted anything about the divorce at the time of this writing, it does appear she got the better end of the deal in terms of what she wanted. While she did push for Michael's deportation for marriage fraud, she was at one point financially responsible for him, according to the law. Under this reported agreement, he's entitled to none of her assets, which, in fairness, makes sense given how little time he spent in the United States before their separation. Ultimately, I think Michael is probably happy that his only connection to Angela in 2026 is the episodes they starred in together that are available to stream with an HBO Max subscription. I'd be curious to see if either tries to make a comeback in the 90-Day universe here soon, though it seems Angela's been done with TLC for a while now. Ross Matthews replaces Sean Robinson as 90-Day, the Single Life Tell-All host. A massive Condia regulations is in order for RuPaul's Drag Race judge Ross Matthews, who has officially been confirmed as the tell-all host for 90-Day, The Single Life Season 5, leaving us with the question, where is Sean Robinson? After weeks of speculation, on March 12th, TLC and 90-Day Fiancé confirmed that Matthews would be stepping into the host chair on their official Instagram pages, with a video directly from Matthews. "I cannot wait to tell you where I am. You're not going to believe this." 90-Day Fiancé's Leda and Eric are unsure about having another baby after infant daughter's death. 90-Day Fiancé couple Leda Margaretha and Eric Rosenbrook aren't making any plans for a new baby after the death of their infant daughter, Elisa. Rosenbrook told TMZ on Wednesday, March 11th, that he and Margaretha are still grieving their loss and have not yet decided whether or not they will try to have another child. "It destroys me and shatters my world to announce that over the weekend, tragedy has struck," he wrote via Facebook at the time. "Yesterday at 12:53 p.m. after 5 days on life support, my beloved daughter, little Elisa Eleanor Rosenbrook, slipped the Shirley bonds to join her grandfather Tom on March 5th. Sarcasm reported that the Adams County Health and Human Services Department's initial assessment deemed the death of Rosenbrook and Margaretha's baby as non-accidental. The assessment reportedly found a preponderance of the evidence to substantiate maltreatment of physical abuse to the infant by the mother. The Wisconsin agency's report also stated that no criminal charges have been filed in connection with the infant's death, and the investigation remains ongoing. Rosenbrook and Margaretha disagreed with the ruling. The U.S. Army veteran told TMZ on Tuesday, March 10, that he and his wife hired their own private medical examiner to challenge the autopsy. Rosenbrook told the outlet that his private medical examiner believes one injury may have occurred during childbirth. Leda agrees with Eric's sentiments and disagrees with the ME's finding that the death was non-accidental. Margaretha's attorney, Taylor Hart, told Us Weekly on Tuesday. She continues to adamantly deny all allegations of wrongdoing and would have never harmed her child. Margaretha, who is currently facing 24 felony charges in Wisconsin for alleged crimes including wire fraud, forgery and theft that allegedly occurred between November 2023 and March 2024, previously denied that she had any involvement in her daughter's death. The cause and manner of Elise's death are unknown. Leda is extremely distraught and is still seeking answers for herself. She loved her baby beyond measure and is struggling with the emotions of losing her child, Margaretha's attorney told us in July 2025. There are many allegations of wrongdoing being levied against Leda. This is no surprise as she has endured years of unfounded negative publicity and social media attention since her appearance on 90 Day Fiancé in 2018. Leda would have never harmed her child, and she adamantly denies any allegations of wrongdoing. 90 Day, The Single Life, Tell All to be hosted by Ross Matthews. Ross Matthews is expanding his hosting duties. The RuPaul's Drag Race judge and Drew Barrymore's talk show co-anchor is the new host of 90 Day, The Single Life, Tell All on TLC. The two-part reunion special consists of 2-hour episodes premiering on May 18th and 25th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time/Pacific Time. I've watched so many hours of 90 Day. I feel like I could teach a college course. Matthews, who officially announced the news on Thursday's episode of The Drew Barrymore Show, tells me, I can't wait to ask the questions the fans are screaming at their TVs. Why? Because I am screaming them too. I take this role seriously. I want to make the 90 Day fandom proud and I'm going to have so much fun. Rumors of Ross hosting the reunion began circulating on social media in late February, when details of the taping were leaked to reality TV fan accounts, including Shaboody.com. 90 Day, The Single Life Season 5 premiered February 26th. The 90 Day Fiancé spin-off debuted in 2021 and is produced by Sharp Entertainment, a part of Sony Pictures Television Nonfiction, for TLC. Sean Robinson has been the regular host of the Tell All specials since 2016. She continues to host the current season of 90 Day. The Other Way, Tell All. Other 90 Day Fiancé spin-offs include Happily Ever After, Before the 90 Days, The Other Way, The Last Resort, Diaries, Pillow Talk, Darcy and Stacy, and Hunt for Love. The shows air on TLC and stream on HBO Max. The Drew Barrymore Show was renewed earlier this week for 2 seasons, keeping Barrymore and Ross on the air through 2028. That means the daytime talk show will continue for a 7th and 8th season. CBS Media Ventures, which produces and distributes the show, announced the renewal on Monday. 90 Day Fiancé's Eric Rosenbrook avoids jail, continues child autopsy battle. Trigger warning. This article contains a discussion of domestic violence allegations and child loss. Eric Rosenbrook of 90 Day Fiancé just avoided jail time. He and his wife Leda Margaretha are currently contesting the court ruling of his late child's death being non-accidental. The operating under the influence charge was in relation to another incident last July. Eric pleaded no contest and won't serve any jail time. Eric pleaded no contest to the charge of operating under the influence. The contentious 90 Day couple has always had a rocky relationship. Fans saw it play out on the show. Eric even filed a restraining order against his own daughter. It has not been happily ever after between these two, but things took a turn for the worse last year. In July 2025, Leda called the cops in on Eric for domestic abuse. This is not the first time there has been a domestic dispute between them. Leda also accused Eric of domestic abuse in January 2019. Last July, the cops responded to the call and found Eric in his car with a Cutwater lemon drop martini. Cops believed consumption may have occurred during the incident. He was charged with operating under the influence. That same month, the couple's baby daughter, Elisa Eleanor Rosenbrook, passed away 5 days after being placed on life support following the couple's domestic dispute. Her death was ruled non-accidental by the medical examiner, but the cause of death was not revealed. The couple is fighting this finding. TMZ revealed that in response to the operating under the influence charge, he pleaded no contest. He has to pay a fine of $968. Eric's driver's license was also suspended for 6 months, and he needs to complete an alcohol assessment program. He avoided any jail time on this offense. The rest are still pending. The couple has hired their own medical examiner to investigate their daughter's death. 90 Day Fiancé is available to stream on Discovery. Boyfriend of 90 Day Fiancé Alum tells judge he was the one drowning. The man accused of trying to drown 90 Day Fiancé, Alum Caroline Schwitzky, testified in his own defense March 11th, rebutting the account Schwitzky gave 1 day earlier. Cole Goldberg, 26, is charged with attempted murder and domestic battery by strangulation for holding Schwitzky, his then-girlfriend, underwater at the 2022 Boca Bash. His attorneys say he was drowning and grabbed her shoulder as an involuntary survival reflex, with no intention to harm her. Several witnesses, strangers to both Schwitzky and Goldberg, told investigators the opposite is true. Testifying for more than an hour, Goldberg described an afternoon at Lake Boca Raton that gradually unraveled. Not because of him, he said, but because of a petty argument, a drunk stranger and a chaotic party that was already spilling out of control. He, like Schwitzky, recalled a moment when he tossed several drink cans to her and other young women jumping on a floating trampoline. Schwitzky said the can struck her in the face, hurting and humiliating her. Goldberg was unapologetic and laughed while she screamed at him, she said, igniting the first of several arguments which culminated in their eventual break-up. By Goldberg's retelling, the drink merely slipped through her fingers. Schwitzky did grow angry, he said, but not for the reason she described. He said she accused him of throwing drinks at other girls to get their attention. I didn't understand. I was like, they're literally asking me for a drink, he said. That was pretty much it. The pair moved on to another boat. The more significant incident, in his mind, involved an encounter with a stranger about 10 minutes later. A drunk young man approached a dancing Schwitzky from behind and slapped her butt, Goldberg said. She was furious and began screaming at the stranger while the people around them watched. Goldberg said he tried to calm her down, and that she turned her anger on him for not physically confronting the man. He said it took about 10 minutes for the situation to settle. They then moved to another boat, where Goldberg said he hugged and comforted Schwitzky. Schwitzky described that moment differently. She said he held her prisoner while she fumed, ignoring her demands that they return to the mainland. Fed up, she said she told him their relationship was over, broke free from his grasp and leapt into the water to return to shore alone. Goldberg said none of that was true. According to him, Schwitzky calmed down in his arms and said nothing about the status of their relationship. Shortly after, the boat's captain told them they needed to leave, because there weren't enough life jackets on board. She starts getting very irrational, Goldberg said. She starts panicking. Goldberg said she suggested the pair swim to shore, which he thought was a terrible idea. They were in unfamiliar waters, he said, with boats passing in all directions. They'd been drinking all day. I was saying don't jump in. Don't jump in, he said. She eventually decided to jump in. As she did, Goldberg said the captain who'd ordered them to leave discovered 2 more life jackets, greenlighting their stay aboard his boat. Goldberg said he jumped into the water to tell Schwitzky. Goldberg tells judge, I thought I was going to die. He was a decent swimmer, he said, but the current in the intracoastal was strong, and he was tired from the day's events. Halfway to her, he said the lower half of his body started to sink. He began to panic. I see stars. I was swallowing water, he said. I couldn't speak. I didn't know what was going on. He thought he was going to die, he said, echoing the words Schwitzky said the day before. He came within reach of Schwitzky, he said, and grabbed her shoulders, not her throat. What felt to Schwitzky like a lifetime seemed to him only a second. As he regained his composure, he said he became aware of the strangers in a nearby boat, screaming at him for what he'd done. He tried to explain, he said. She was his girlfriend, he told them. He loved her. He had no reason to hurt her. He told no one that he'd had trouble swimming until later, when questioned by investigators. Hannah Phillips is a journalist covering public safety and criminal justice at the Palm Beach Post. You can reach her at phillips@peppost.com. Future baby plans unclear. After baby Elisa's death, Eric Rosenbrook says he and wife Leda Margaretha are taking things one day at a time after the heartbreaking death of their baby daughter, and they're not rushing into any big family decisions, TMZ has learned. The 90-Day Fiancé star tells us when it comes to whether they'll try for another child, they haven't made that call yet. The couple lost their daughter, Elisa Eleanor Rosenbrook, in July 2025 after she was taken off life support, and Eric says they're still grieving. As we previously reported, Eric is also fighting back against the medical examiner's ruling that labeled Elisa's death non-accidental. He tells us he and Leda have hired a private medical examiner to review the autopsy and claims their expert believes the original exam was poorly performed. Eric claims key steps were allegedly skipped, and the report failed to clearly determine the age of a fracture referenced in the investigation. He adds that their expert believes one injury could have occurred during Elisa's C-section birth about 5 weeks before her death. He also claims a rib fracture noted in the report may have happened during CPR efforts. We broke the story. Eric avoided jail in his operating under the influence case amid his fight over his late child's autopsy. Court docs show he pleaded no contest, 2 other charges were dismissed, and he was ordered to pay $968 in fines.